My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. And okay, so this movie got destroyed by critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 17%. And I actually do remember watching it for the first time in 2013. And you gotta keep in mind, back then, I had a very basic movie taste. I liked what everybody else liked, and I hated what everybody else hated. But I watched this movie with a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was baffled by that. I had a complete blast with this movie, and I really liked it. However, I haven't watched it since, actually. It has sat well with me, but I finally got the chance to go back to it, and I still really enjoy this movie. It's not perfect, I got a couple issues, but it's so much better than given credit for. So let's begin by talking about the cast, and Jeremy Renner is great here. He's a bit of an ass at first, but I do like the personality he brings here. He's able to carry the movie incredibly well, and he brought lots of personality at the same time. Gemma Arterton, who I haven't really seen in much else. I think she was in that one movie, Our Finest Hour. No, Their Finest, that's what that movie was called. The Kingsman. The Voices. Okay, that one's good. 101 Clash of the Titans. Yeah, she really hasn't been in too much. So this might actually be my favorite performance from her because I just thought she brought enough to her character and I was invested in her. Famke Janssen, though, is fantastic. She is so well cast here as this evil witch, and she just brings this proper amount of menace, and it's kind of over the top, but not too over the top. Like, she really stood out here. Peter Stormare does a great job as well. I feel like he could have been a forgettable side character, but he had enough to work with, and he was able to elevate it. Paula Vitellu is unfortunately a weak point here. I just thought she was kind of bland, and I kind of wish she had more to do, and yeah, not the best work here. And Thomas Mann does a fine job. So the movie is actually pretty well acted, and it's just a fun story. You've got Hansel and Gretel, and Hansel now has diabetes because of the incident as a kid, and him and his sister just go along hunting witches. And these witches have a plan to become more powerful, and they have to stop them. It's actually a pretty basic plot, but you can tell lots of thought went into it, and the movie never takes itself too seriously. It is a silly movie, it is over the top, and it just manages to entertain from beginning to end. And the witches here are some of... You know what? Not some of. They are the best movie witches in any movie ever. I said it, and I stand by it. Their design is pitch perfect. It's creepy, it's off-putting. It kind of looks like the other mother at the end of Coraline, and I just loved that. I don't know how much was CGI and how much was makeup, but either way it worked. And some of the production design, mainly the candy house, brought to life pitch perfect. It's actually a really well directed movie by Tommy Ricola, and the action is fun. I enjoy all the action scenes here, and the last act just rules so hard. It's got this red taint, and it's over the top and bloody, and it's just, I truly love so much about this movie. You know, it's just really smart and inventive and dumb and excessive, and I have a great time with it. But I will say it can drag in certain moments, and I did kind of want a bit more. A bit more carnage, a bit more silliness, a bit more of the witches. But I still, yeah, I'll say it, I loved everything we got here. Look, this is a movie I could watch any day in any mood. It's a movie that takes the classic tale of Hansel and Gretel and does something different with it, and it's just a fun time. So I'm going to give Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters an 8 out of 10. You know what actually surprised me about this movie? It had a budget of 50 million, and like Tommy Wiseau does a good job with that budget, but it made $226 million at the box office. Like, this movie was a huge success, and I kind of wasn't expecting that. So I guess the question is, why didn't we get a sequel? I would have loved it if we got a trilogy of movies just like this, but actually I'm going to quickly look it up. I'm going to keep recording. Possible sequel. Will Ferrell and Adam McKay produced this movie. Tommy Wiseau wasn't coming back. Bruno Avilion was going to direct the movie. Who the heck is that? Not too familiar with them. And it just never happened. Ah, man, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. But anyways, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.